What's up, guys? So Snatched is the new comedy starring Amy Schumer, Goldie Hawn, and it is pretty much your basic comedy. You know, it's a basic plot that's something that you've seen before 100 times. It's not funny to me. This movie was not funny. It's not even a little funny. I didn't laugh once in the whole hour-and-a-half runtime. The film tries to be funny so many times with these poop jokes, boob jokes, and all this stuff that Amy Schumer throws in there that, you know, she's just kind of be like, oh, this is funny, come on, you gotta laugh, you gotta laugh. To me, it's not really funny. I don't really think her comedy strikes me as very funny. I just feel like she's just kind of like a version of Melissa McCarthy, almost, and how she was in, like, Tammy. Remember that movie, Tammy? This film kind of reminded me of that. It was just dull to me. There was nothing original about this film. Absolutely nothing. It's literally just a series of things that happen that really there's no consequence to, because you know everything is going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's no stakes in this film. They try to set up at the stakes and a conflict, but the film just starts in a way that you don't care about any of these characters, because Amy Schumer's character, for half the film, I didn't even know what her name was. They say it a couple times, but you forget it, because she's not playing this character. She's playing herself. She is playing another version of Amy Schumer, you know, and it's just like blah, you know, like there's nothing there. There's nothing to these characters really at all. They try to set things up, but it doesn't work, or it didn't work for me. Goldie Hawn, she's fine in the film. There was one scene in particular where they introduced Wanda Sykes' character, and they cut back to like a reaction shot of Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer sitting there while they're talking to each other to Wanda Sykes, and I don't know if they edited it poorly. That's what it seemed like, but Goldie Hawn looked like she was talking, but you didn't hear any words coming out of her mouth because Wanda Sykes was still speaking. They'd cut back to Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer, and Goldie Hawn's mouth was still moving, like she was saying something, and then she'd stop. And this happened a few times, and I noticed it, like, what the heck? Kind of like the really bad ADR in The Circle, you know, with Ellar Coltrane talking to Emma Watson, and he's standing there, and his mouth is moving, but the words that we're hearing him say don't even remotely match up to what his mouth is doing. So it was kind of similar, and it was kind of strange, and I'm not sure if they just didn't pick up on it or what was the case there. Maybe she was yawning. I don't really know what was going on. But the guy who plays Goldie Hawn's son and Amy Schumer's sister in the film, his name escapes me, but he was also in Neighbors and Neighbors 2. He plays Seth Rogen's best friend. He's okay in the film. I mean, the stuff that they give him to do is kind of ridiculous, but he's alright for what he has to do. I think he's the character that maybe you care about the most, because he's in maybe the most real situation, but then at the end of the film that kind of just gets diluted as well, and he's just doing crazy things with the rest of them, you know. So it's just a big pile of blah. I think my favorite character in the film, or my favorite actor's performance in the film, is Wanda Sykes. I think she was the best in the movie. She wasn't used a lot. Like, if you go into this thinking, oh, Wanda Sykes is going to be, I love Wanda Sykes, she's really in the movie for maybe a total of 5 minutes, honestly, maybe 6. I mean, if you cut all of her scenes together, she's not in the movie much at all, and I think she was underused. And I think they could have had her character do very interesting things to where you're like, oh, well, this is cool to watch, you know, this is just not so boring, because that's what this movie was to me. It was boring, it wasn't funny, it was unoriginal, and it was just a big pile of blah. And I'm gonna give Snatched 1 out of 5 stars, because Wanda Sykes, you know, every time she was on screen, she was, you know, kind of bringing life into the movie, you know, but then when she leaves, the life just goes away. Guys, did you see Snatched? What did you think about it? If you did, are you interested in seeing it? Please comment and tell me what your thoughts are about the film. Also, you can subscribe to this channel. I'm sorry I can't speak today, I guess. Tonight, I will be posting my review for Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End to continue my series of Pirates of the Caribbean reviews. My reviews for the first 2 films are up on this channel now. Guys, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. You can also follow me on Snapchat at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingOrises131. Guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for Snatched. Over and out.
Go! I'm gonna count down, I'm gonna do it.
Please, please.
100. 99.
Whoa.